Good Monday morning, everybody. This is Grace. I'm trying something new to start doing my videos like this, and we'll see if it works out like I think it will. I've used these before, but this one I'm just going to let it, instead of putting the pictures up, the little whatever PowerPoint things up. Anyway, I want to talk about something that happened last night and then this morning that was kind of freaky. And I don't know what it was, but it involves, I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm going to talk about that. So let me test this right now and see if it's working right. And by the way, the pictures in the background aren't going to match up. Okay, I had to stop because of complete and total mayhem with the puppy I named Mayhem and Marmaduke the dog. Yeah, a major, big time. But yeah, the puppy has not yet learned that, you don't play with Marmaduke's tail. So, anyway, like I was saying, there was really something very strange, very odd that happened. I basically was letting Marmaduke out the back door to go out into the backyard. It's from the patio. There's a big patio, fenced in. I don't know if you call it fenced in, whatever. But when I did, it was dark, and from the corner of the gate, the fence between the two houses, ours and our neighbors, the one that got us the puppy, on the outside of the fence, on the back, the fence, like in a tree or something, there was this really awful noise. I never heard this kind of noise before. I cannot mimic the noise. I never heard it. And Adam said, "Do you hear that?" Adam usually doesn't hear the same things I do. I'm a really highly sensitive person, and my hearing is very sensitive for anything from a distance. And I stopped, got real quiet, and he said, "Yeah, I hear it." He said, "That is very scary." It was very scary sound. Now, if you hear jingle bells right now, that's Mayhem, and he's trying to tear up my chair underneath me. Yeah. But anyway, real life happens, huh? But I do have a bell on the puppy's collar. I've tried more than one bell, so I'll know where he is at any given moment most of the time. And when he's still, I don't hear him. But anyway, so I was trying to let Marmaduke out without letting the puppy out. I don't want the puppy outside. Adam lets him outside, but he's got his shots on Friday. His first set of heartworm, any kind of worm, I guess, and some shot, and then he has to go back 3 weeks from Friday and have his boosters, and the rest of them, I think the rabies then. So I don't want him out in the back because, we have all these wild animals, these feral animals coming up all the time. So, I don't want him around them. Okay, I had to stop again because of mayhem. But anyway, the noise was something I've never heard before. I can't even, it sounded like a warning. Whatever the noise was, sounded like a warning. And it just, I don't know, eerie. So anyway, I told Adam I don't want the dogs out there. We'll take them out front, until whatever it is goes by, and so we don't have to worry about whatever it is. Now I've seen possums, and Mayhem is trying to tear up the wire, but possums and so many other things out there, skunk, coyote. I'm not going to look up coyote warnings, but I've seen coyote on at the front door before. So it could be any of these things. Okay, this definitely won't flow because I have to keep stopping because of Mayhem, but I'm going to stop saying that too. But anyway, so I heard that noise, said I don't want the dogs out, we'll take them outside in the front. And, actually it was the next time I went out there to do something. And the noise that I heard then sounded like, I can't even say that, it sounded like people whispering, but in a different language. Honestly, I do not know what that noise was. It was so strange. so frightening. Seriously, because it was right there at that fence, at that corner of the fence. Mayhem's tearing stuff up, by the way. And so I was actually, Adam had already gone to bed, and the dogs wanted out again, and I didn't want to take them out front by myself because I had tried that before, and what I saw was some kind of shadow behind me. This is not the first time. When I first got that new SUV back in May, the first time I think I was backing up, and it has those where you little, what is it called? It shows you on the screen, what's behind you and everything. Well, there was a man in a in a hoodie, black probably sweats. I don't think it was sweats because it was summer, or it was May. But he ran behind, with the thing on the hood on his head, ran behind my SUV, and it wasn't on the sidewalk. I was backing out of my, driveway, and he ran right behind it. That was pretty freaky. Then, we have things that happen around here, just not us, of course, but other people in the neighborhood. I've actually spoken to the neighbors, the ones that get the dog every once in a while. Yeah, they have these kinds of problems too. Okay, he's still tearing stuff up, trying to. But after that happened last night, I got scared. I'm serious. And I came in and shut the door, locked the door, and thought, what in the world could it be? Well, this morning I got up and went to open that door to let Mayhem. He goes out on the patio, and he might pee on the patio. It's concrete right now. We haven't finished it, and like I said, it's wood on the bottom and screen on the top, and then there's an upstairs deck above it. So I went to let him on there, and then I heard this. But I smelled this. We just simply always call it dead skunk. Now, I kept saying it doesn't necessarily need to be dead, does it? Have that bad of a smell. But it was awful. It was an awful, awful smell. And I've smelled, when people would say dead skunk, that's the smell. And Marmaduke, as I said, had a fight with two of them before, different times. So, okay, but Mayhem, the puppy named Mayhem, nicknamed Mayhem, he already knows, he ran out. He knows how to get through the doggy door. We lifted it up a little bit with some tape so he can get through it with that, because he wasn't sure how to push it. It's kind of heavy for him. It was made for the big dogs, And so he got out of that one, and he just went and got some water and came back in. He I think what he did was he smelled it and said, and turned around. Well, I think later on. Because, I don't know. I was asleep. I hadn't had my caffeine. Still haven't finished having my caffeine, so, hey. But anyway, he didn't want out there, so I wound up taking the dogs out the front. And, oh my goodness, that smell is from the backyard, smell it all the way to the front yard, all the way to, walking the dogs. I was walking Marmaduke that time. I could smell it the first time. Yeah. All the way down to the next neighbors. The smell is so awful. I don't know how I would think that kind of smell could go pretty far, because I remember driving through the country, and all you have are fields around you, and you can smell it every once in a while. So it wasn't sitting right there on the the road. It was somewhere off in the distance. But anyway, I need to look that up. I did look up what is the sound that a skunk makes, to see if maybe that was a skunk last night, but it's not the same sound. That actually some of them I saw and heard. It sounded more like little puppies sometimes, the little noise they make. So, okay, now I've just looked up coyote. I've heard coyotes before, and I knew it wasn't the coyote. Coyote, but I had seen one back in the fields back there behind the fence, the other side of the fence. And I've seen those over time, and they get rid of them. And maybe that's what they were hunting. Maybe it was actually people hunting, and they were kind of whispering, but they must have been camped out right there. But like I said, I can't really say that it was anybody's voice at all. It was like a warning both times. And then this morning, waking up and smelling that skunk from the back all the way to the front of the house. This is a big house, big yard. Well, not really a big yard. But anyway, I just went out in between here. Took the dogs out again, and out front, I don't smell it as bad. So I don't know. But anyway, I've mentioned in a video, I'm not doing these in order, I don't think. I have a few that I've uploaded that I just didn't make public, but I said I'm going to do talk about the ordinary stuff, even if it's boring. Yeah, I want to start doing that. And right now, I would say some of this is boring, but I'm also keeping a record of Mayhem, total Mayhem. You know that's not his real name, but remember Grumbling Gus? He acts a bit like him, but yeah. But anyway, I did find out what the father was. The mother was Black Lab, full Black Lab. The father, it was is an Australian Shepherd, an Aussie. So that's what he is. I thought there was something that even the woman, the neighbor that gave him to us, she told us that last night. We were walking the dogs, and she said, "But I don't know." But I looked it up online, and it does look just like images, and some of them do look just like him. So anyway, the mix, Black Lab, and Aussie. So anyway, I'm wrapping this up because I think he just now decided to calm down, and he wore himself out. I'll talk to you on another video.